Good morning, this is Eva from Affordable Staff, and with me I have Michelle Rigg from Rentwest Solutions. Good morning, Michelle, how are you?
Morning, Eva. Very well, thank you.
Great, fantastic. Now, Michelle, we just wanted to have a quick chat about your experiences in outsourcing and I guess how it's all come about. So I guess the first question I have for you is, why did you choose to outsource?
A variety of reasons. I think the main one was that we found that a lot of our junior staff coming through they'd only tolerate those admin and repetitive tasks only for so long. And they were waiting for yes, and their level, I guess, their expectation of promotion was we weren't able to meet that at the speed that they wanted. So we started outsourcing the admin tasks and freed up our staff to have more connection with the clients as well.
Fantastic. And I guess when it comes to outsourcing, trust can be a bit of a challenge. Is this something that's been, I guess, in the forefront for your business?
Yes, certainly. So before we did actually make the move, we did a lot of research. We went and spoke to people that were doing outsourcing. We've actually tried a couple of companies with the outsourcing, and we're very happy with Affordable, and absolutely can recommend Affordable staff 100%. But I think that like anything, it's like, anybody part of your team, they're an extended part of our team. So knowing that the culture it matches and the integrity is very, very important.
Okay, fantastic. Now, I guess I have a really challenging question for you, and it can be a little bit controversial, but do you think outsourcing is taking jobs away from Australians?
No, not at all. We didn't lose any of our staff in that process. What it allows our staff to do is actually be more engaged in the whole property management side, be more engaged with our clients, and we've actually been able to add in more better client experiences by doing it, because they're not actually getting bogged down with the admin, those repetitive sort of tasks, and it actually enables all our team to work at a much higher level.
Fantastic. And have you had any feedback from your clients at all in that regard as well? Like, there's a significant level of customer service that's increased, or it's just, in general, it's just made the business a little bit more effective?
But we've always had a high customer satisfaction rate, but with the market that we've just come out of Perth, we were actually able to maintain that customer satisfaction and experience. And we didn't, I think a lot of businesses were affected by the high vacancy rate and the letting. We were able to actually maintain that with our staff and continue that high level of service, as well as at the same time looking at ways of adding in and looking at what else we could outsource to our support girls to enable our team to actually work smarter. Okay,
I guess in that regard, have you found any limitations thus far with outsourcing?
The limitations are probably from our side, being that our phone system doesn't allow us. It's not an VoIP system, so that's something that we've got on the agenda.
On the previous internet challenges that you may have had in the area. Is that
right? Yes. So we're addressing those. So I think it's more so on our side than the actual support team. I think if the training's right and everything, and you employ the right person, like in your team, then they can do the tasks that you want them to do.
Okay, and I mean, looking at your office here. It's a beautiful office, by the way. How are the team here engaging with the offshore girls?
It took a while, and we had to make some changes because we found that the way with our girls emailing them direct, they weren't clear enough on their instructions. Yes. So we have one point of contact, Brianna, who does a fantastic job of managing our support team. Yes. Brianna Skypes them every day. She assists with their inquiries. The team, we've engaged them we've got a company Facebook page, so the girls are on that. So we do interact with them and on the email. And we've also Skyped them into our meetings as well. Yes.
And actually the girls are here in Australia at the moment. And it's interesting how I've watched them this morning. It's the first day in the office, and you can tell that they feel included, they feel part of the team, which is absolutely wonderful. So
and they are a very important part of our team, and everybody is aware of them. Everybody knows it. In any staff induction we have, we go through and we introduce the girls to them. We celebrate their birthdays the same as, and I think that's very important when you've got a team that is outsourced, and that's why we call them our support team, because they are very much our support.
Absolutely.
And the backbone of all the admin work. And it's funny now when we have meetings with the team about reviewing our checklists and everything about what else we can get the girls to do. Whereas in the beginning it was like, oh no, we want to keep that, we want to keep that. They're like, oh look, they can do all this stuff.
But it's funny, it's a very common trend, and at first you'll always find there are team members who do find it a little bit hard to let go, and as they develop the trust and the relationship, that's when things do I guess get handed over a lot more with ease. And I guess where I found the biggest impact is if you include them in those team meetings, if you include them in the conversation, that's where the trust is built. So absolutely,
and I think it goes down to our processes and the training behind it as well. So we do a lot of videos where the
Yes.
girls can just repeat it, and it's actually great because it's an inbuilt quality control system as well, because the support girls won't go past a checklist,
No.
whereas the tendency is when you've got people in the office and all that, they'll just go, oh,
It's
look.
a bit of a grey line.
Yeah. So
Sure.
it's actually an inbuilt quality control system as well,
Fantastic.
which is
So I
great.
guess overall, what impact has outsourcing made on your business?
Look, cost-wise, it's obviously reduced our costs in labour, but it's also enabled us to put in better processes, as I said, that quality control, and it has the biggest impact is to free up our property managers. So we have property managers, we have junior property managers and property managers. Now we don't have assistants, as to say. So, and it allows them to just be more
progression as well, too.
Yes, yeah, but also just to be more hands-on and have that time to have those really important conversations with owners and tenants.
Fantastic. And final question I guess I have is, what advice would you give to anybody who is currently considering outsourcing?
I think you need to have your processes in place. You need to have a clear direction of what you want to outsource,
Yes.
and have the systems and the processes set up first.
Right.
So because it's not like you can train
Just
them
throw
on the
someone
go.
in.
No.
Yes.
So you need to be very clear on what you're outsourcing, how it's going to be done, who's going to manage the outsourcing people, and
Yes.
it is contacting them every single day. So Brianna
That's right.
contacts them every single day, like you do when you're walking around your office and you say good
hello
morning.
to everybody.
Yes.
That's exactly right.
Yes, and do your research on the outsourcing companies, because as I said, we've had a couple of experiences.
Yes.
And like anything, there are good and bad.
Of course. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Michelle, and thanks very much, and we'll talk to you soon.
Great, thanks
Thank
Eva.
you. All right.